Hello my friends, Black and Rose here, and I am now having to do this recording for a second time because I accidentally clicked the stop recording button. Anyways, I have my channel has been rather dead lately, but that's because I have been dedicating my time to something a bit different. I signed up with Tats Top Videos, if I remember I'll leave a link in the description, to join them as one of their gameplay recorders. And I've been doing that for about 6 months now. So that's where a lot of my time has been dedicated, is recording gameplay footage for that channel, so that it goes into the Tats Top video lists that go on. I think their most recent one was, at the time of recording anyway, was hard boss fights in games. I think it was 60. And if you go into that video, you will actually see, I think, about 7 entries that I put on there, including the number 1 entry, which I believe was Emerald Weapon, I think. Anyways, because I've been dedicating my time to that, I haven't really been doing anything on my channel. And I got to thinking, I have all this video footage that I record of the gameplays, which I then heavily edit down to send over to Tats Top Videos. I could still use this. And so I had the idea, which I'm currently calling Behind the Scenes, where I show the gameplay footage that I recorded. I do commentary over it, like my thought process into the editing, commentary on the gameplay itself, XYZ, that kind of stuff. But I won't be going into the background processes that go on Tats Top Videos, because that is trade secret. But anyways, I've rambled on now for nearly 2 minutes, so I'm going to see how this goes. I might see if I can get special guests to speak alongside me when I do these things, but we'll see how things go. So let me pull up the video, and okay, so we start off on, oh yep, there we go. So this was a rather unique take on this one, because I did 2 recordings of this particular boss fight, and it's, as you can tell, it's Yellow Devil. Now, normally, you would use the Electman weapon to defeat this thing, because that's its only weakness. I decided, for the purposes of the video that I sent over to Tats, that I would do 2 recordings, and then edit them together. One of them was using Electman, so it just shows the use of the weapon, but also to show using the Mega Buster. And as you can see there's a certain problem with using the Mega Buster. It only has a limited reach, so when the eyeball is at its highest point, it is downright impossible to hit that thing. Now the main point of this particular boss is, as you're seeing here, is every time it fires, it disassembles itself and moves across to the other side of the stage. Now each of those blocks moves across at the same order every time, and as you saw there, you can take unholy amounts of damage if you get caught by that. Now this is difficult in the sense of, it's very hard the first time you fight it, because it's relying on you to remember a pattern, and it's got a lot flying at you at once, so the pattern can be hard to remember initially. But once you get the pattern and work out the jumping protocols on it, it's actually not that hard. I mean, the reason it made it onto the list, as far as I know, is that, well, I mean, look at it. It's a hard, I mean, as far as I know, it didn't get too high on the list, but it's still a difficult boss. Like, it pulls no punches. This used to be an old favourite of mine, this game, and I'm still amazed that the muscle memory remembers a lot of the pattern in this. But doing it with the Mega Buster was a first. I never did this when I used to play it, and I think I'll probably end up dying at one point if I remember the video. I can't remember a great deal about that. This was an early video that I did, mostly because I had the game and I knew the game. But it has been fun doing recordings like this. I still do recording quite a lot. I tend to do recording once a week. Whoops! I tend to do recordings once a week and edit them down and send them off. But to be perfectly honest, I wanted to try and get back to doing some stuff for the channel, because like as I've been going through my therapy, my confidence has been growing, and I just want to get back to doing some of this stuff again. Yep, there we go. I blew up. Oh dear. Oh, and for some reason I paused and then saved it. Why did I do that? Past me, why did I do that? I don't remember. Did this video about like 6 months ago, I think. It was one of my early ones. This was at the time when I was working out that I needed to change my recording setup as well. Like, I use OBS now for my recording. I still use Movie Maker for my editing, but that's sufficient for what I need it to do. Like, Movie Maker, I don't even know if you can get Movie Maker anymore, but Movie Maker is a very basic editing software, but since I only use it for chopping up the footage and splicing it together, it's enough for what I need, and because it's free, as well as OBS, this is all I need for it. And so far, I mean, all the videos that I've done, like any of the videos that you see from me, at the time of recording anyway, that appear in the Tats Top Videos list, this is the setup I've been using. Just OBS to do the recording, no voiceover, although I'm doing a voiceover right now, but this is post-recording. And Windows Movie Maker for putting the videos together, splicing them up, and then sending them off. I seem to be doing significantly better this time in... I used to call this boss the Sandman, for the obvious reason. It wasn't until I was an adult, like much later, that I actually realised this boss is called Yellow Devil. I used to play this back on the NES, way back when. I must have been about, I don't know, 6, 5, when I originally played this. I had to use a Game Genie to beat this game back in the day, because I was a kid. Like, can you imagine a 6-year-old doing this? I mean, I'm still bewildered I can do this today. I mean, I'm a 32-year-old man at the time of recording, although I was a 31-year-old man when I did this. So I'm still bewildered that my muscle memory can handle this. I know it's probably looking quite boring at this point because it's just the same thing over and over again, but bear in mind that when I was doing this, my heart rate was going, whoops, I got hurt. That was dumb of me. Normally by this point, if I was using Alot Man, I would have already won, because you can hit him on those high shots there, and you do more damage. Or the only reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to challenge myself. Because I've played through Mega Man 2 and defeated every boss with just using the Mega Buster. Not every boss that allows me to use the Mega Buster anyway. But then again, I played Mega Man 2 to hell. I even had 2 copies of it on the NES back in the day. I don't know why, because I think I just ended up buying it by accident for a second time. Whoops! Past me is getting a little bit sloppy there. Yeah, I am getting sloppy. I really do hope that this series idea takes off. It is interesting for me to watch these things playing back. There probably won't be much on the way of Let's Plays anymore, or at least for a while anyway, because the therapy that I'm going through and the processes that I'm doing, it leaves me exhausted a lot of the time. So I don't really have the time to set up individual recordings for stuff anymore. Plus, I find it difficult to come up with ideas. So when I'm doing these things, like these recordings I'm doing for quote-unquote my work at the moment, but since I have the footage still, I may as well make use of it for the public channel and you guys can enjoy it. And since I don't get ad revenue from this, I can swear as much as I like. I don't have to worry anymore about that, because I am not monetized anymore, because YouTube doesn't consider me viable enough for monetization. I don't have enough views, I don't have enough subscribers, so oh well. Oh, there we go. Nearly there. I think it's 2 more hits on this thing before I defeat it. It's going to be interesting going through some of the other footage that I've got. You guys can see the behind the scenes, the stuff that gets left on the cutting room floor when I do my editing. Like, the official stuff I do is tats top videos now, but this is the unofficial stuff. This is my play stuff. Wow. There we go. Bye bye, Yellow Devil. And Mega Man's just sort of hovering there in the air. Yay! I won! Oh, I guess that's it. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Okay then. Well, this one is shorter than I would have initially liked it. Some of the later ones I have planned are significantly longer. Like, some of the footage I gathered for other videos took me into like an hour and a half. Whilst I might not necessarily show the entire video for that, I'm going to try and keep it as real as possible to the raw footage that I gathered for these things, to sort of give you guys an idea of what goes into the process and my thought process that goes into these things. Who knows, maybe one day you too will be working for tats top videos or other YouTube channels of your own, working out how to, I don't know, do videos of your own. My videos are basically bare bones rubbish, but hey, if it entertains people, more power to you. So, this is the work in progress title behind the scenes. I am Black and Rose. Hopefully there'll be more of these in the future. So, take care of yourself, my friends, and remember, be yourself, be awesome. Take care out there. Bye bye.